Morning to you all. What a great day we have here. At this time, I'd like to introduce my board. Jerry Klein, Kathy Peretta, Joe Schmidt, Larry Guerrero, thank you. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Jeanette. She's our director, and she does one heck of a job for us all these years. 10 years ago, we took a boat trip, believe it or not, in Riverdale down, I call it the Mississippi, the Cal-Sag here, all the way to Ridgeland and back. Did I know at that time they sold me on this? And 10 years later, we're up here. And we're actually doing groundbreaking for it, which is super. At this time, I'd like to welcome you to the village of Alsip. I'd like to welcome you to Freedom Park. One hell of a name for a park, Freedom Park, I love it. And I thank you for your support for the Cal-Sag, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob. All the members of the Alsip Park District Board of Commissioners and Jeanette Huber, their Executive Director, for allowing us to use Freedom Park for today's festivities, a park that will soon become one of the trailheads of the Cal-Sag Trail. Is this an exciting day or what? National Trails Day, the perfect day to break ground on a new trail that has the potential to make a positive impact not only on the communities it passes through, but on all the surrounding communities that embrace those possibilities as well. I'm thrilled to see all of you here today and appreciate you coming out to help us celebrate this wonderful event. A lot of people have worked long and hard to get to this point. So how did we get here? Back in June of 2004, a very small group of people got together over pizza at Lake Catherine in Palos Heights to talk about a safe way to get from point A to point B in Palos Heights without having to drive a car. How lucky were we that these people were looking at a really big map? The more they talked about it at meetings and gatherings, the more the vision began to grow into something not just for Palos Heights, but for the entire Southland region. Apparently, there were others like me who had been driving over the bridges of the Cal-Sag Channel and the Calumet River for years, who thought there should be a way for people to enjoy the natural beauty of the area, and so the vision of a 26-mile linear multi-use trail along the Cal-Sag Channel and Calumet River were born. In 2006, Senator Dick Durbin got wind of the idea and told this growing group of visionaries that there were some federal dollars available that would provide 80% of the dollars needed for wayfinding and signage to develop this trail idea. Things were now getting downright serious. The Palos Pizza Group decided to become two entities. One, a coalition of 11 cities, villages, and agencies who committed themselves to pursuing funding and building this trail. Currently, the Cal-Sag Trail Coalition members are the Forest Preserve District of Cook County, the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago, Palos Park, Palos Heights, the Alsip Park District, Blue Island, Riverdale, the Dalton Park District and Dalton, Calumet City, and Burnham. Pretty impressive, huh? And two, a supporting group of resident volunteers and trail advocates who became the Friends of the Cal-Sag Trail, Focused for short, to help raise funds, promote, and advocate for the trail, supporting our coalition partners as needed. This small band of dedicated volunteers has worked tirelessly and remained focused, catchy, huh? On the goal of spreading the vision and helping raise necessary funds to keep the project moving forward. Currently, members of our board are Gail Greenwald and Bill Poore, who were present at that original pizza party, me, Dan Feltz, Brian Bender, Perry Recker, Karen Switalski, Rich Farron, and Julie Skolm. We're all in blue shirts today. Other dedicated members that have helped us get to this point today are Jim Tomaszewski, Karen McGinnis, Ken Stoffergan, Mary Polson, Mike Leonard, Mark Purcell, Keith Holt, Greg Calpino, Jason Berry, Greg Lackow, Bob Lukens, Tom Marlin, Tom Shepard, and Jennifer Orr. Diane Banta from the National Park Service was instrumental in helping the Friends get started in the right direction, and she remains a wonderful mentor to us all. The Coalition and Focus have been blessed with visionaries. Charlie Crump, a landscape architecture from the trails engineering firm URS, spent hours and hours walking every inch of the potential trail, many areas numerous times, to develop a wayfinding and amenities plan for the Cal-Sag Trail. With the history and natural beauty of this area, he saw the potential to make this more than just asphalt on the ground in a straight line. Charlie passed away in late 2012, just after completing and presenting his plan. We're honored that Charlie's vision will live on through the design of the trail. In June of 2009, we held a dedication ceremony on this very same spot when we celebrated the 100th anniversary of Daniel Burnham's vision of green space and parks for the Chicago region. Now it's 2014, and we're celebrating the start of construction of this trail. For those of us who have been present with this project from the early years, this day is huge. And by the end of this year, we will be marking another milestone as we hold an official ribbon cutting celebration, opening the trail for use from this point west to the terminus in Lamont. But no one, and I mean no one, is more responsible for getting this trail to this point than Steve Buchtel. Steve was at that first pizza party in Palos Heights, representing the Chicago Bicycle Federation as their Southland coordinator. Steve has made it his life's mission to get this trail built. He is currently executive director for Trails for Illinois and our part-time executive director for the Friends of the Cal-Sag Trail. His tireless energy, focus, determination, and knowledge of trails have kept the vision alive and moving forward at such a fast pace. 10 years to get to this point. Seems like a long time, but in the trail building world, this trail has set a new benchmark. That's because it was a trail whose time has come. The triple bottom line that we've talked so much about isn't just a catchphrase. It has the potential to change this region. However, this groundbreaking is just that. It's another milestone. We're not done yet by any means. We still have to finish this trail east to the Burnham terminus. And although federal dollars have been committed for construction of the entire 26 miles, those dollars pay 80% of what this trail needs. That remaining 20%, that's our opportunity. That's how we and you engage with this trail to make a difference. And we don't just need money. We also need volunteers to help spread the word about the trail, helping us find funding sources and sharing your ideas. What better legacy to leave behind than helping to build a multi-use trail that will be used by millions of people for many generations to come? I urge you to find one of the Friends members who are wearing these bright blue shirts and sign up to be a member today. We meet monthly on the fourth Tuesday of every month at 7 o'clock in the evening, and the dates and the locations are listed on our website at, now pay attention, calsagtrail.org. Now, Steve told me I had to fill 10 minutes. I haven't had to make a speech that long since my high school commencement speech. So then he said, well, sing a song to fill the time. Trust me, you don't want to hear me sing. However, I have been known to write corny poetry on occasion. So here goes. You're building a trail on the Cal-Sag, you say? Why, I never thought I'd see that day. There's just rubbish, old tires, and chemicals dumped there. And word is Jimmy Hoffa is in there somewhere. Whoa, wait just a minute. That time is long past. The natural beauty is recovering fast. SEPA stations built by MWRD are beginning to bring back the water's clarity. With that comes the fish and the wildlife too. I can't think of a better place for a trail, can you? No longer the lingering smell of benzene, but the sight of awakening nature is seen. So yes, it's the perfect place for a trail. A 26-miler, nothing small scale. It starts out in Burnham and then east to Cal City, then Dalton, Riverdale, and Whistler Woods, so pretty. Blue Island is next, through Alsip too, then Palos Heights and Palos Park with a great water view. The Cook County Forest Preserves finished the trail west. You can count on this segment to provide nature's best. By fall of this year, you can start to use what once took the worst of man's abuse. Instead, it will be a destination that many will use to plan their vacation. It all began 10 years ago with a vision by a few that continues to grow. We all believe the vision won't fail. That's why there will be a Cal-Sag trail. Thank you. So we have some featured speakers today, whom we are honored to have join us. I'd like to introduce the Illinois Department of Natural Resources, Mark Miller.
Good morning. On behalf of the Illinois Department of Natural Resources and Governor Pat Quinn, it's my pleasure to be here today on this momentous occasion. The event is groundbreaking, both literally and figuratively. The Cal-Sag will connect 14 communities within Millennium Reserve and the broader Southland region. It will also be a key connector for the 100-mile loop of Southland trails that bolster recreational opportunities, ecological tourism, and related consumer spending in the region. The trail will add accessible, inviting, inspiring open space to Millennium Reserve for people and for wildlife. Now, some of you may know that Governor Quinn launched this initiative called Millennium Reserve about 2 years ago. It's a 210 square mile opportunity to transform a region in transition. The region where we stand today is part of this initiative. It encompasses the Chicago Southeast lakefront, dozens of Southside neighborhoods, and 37 South suburban communities. It's a place and a partnership. The Millennium Reserve Partnership is committed to conservation and sustainable land use that goes hand in hand with healthy communities and a robust economy. So we're bringing together private, public members, nonprofits around common goals and shared agenda. And this particular project is an example of this kind of collaborative spirit. So we have 11 communities, a forest preserve district, Metropolitan Water Reclamation District, nonprofits like Illinois Active Transportation Alliance, Friends of the Cal-Sag Trail. All of these members and all of the work that went into this should be commended. Everyone should be commended. So I'd like to say congratulations on the outstanding accomplishment and the groundbreaking of the Cal-Sag Trail. And we at Illinois DNR are very proud to be your partners. Now here's where I get to make a little bit of news today. We are especially proud to announce today that we're going to commit $1.2 million. $1.2 million of trail funding from the state, from the Illinois Department of Natural Resources for the eastern communities along the Cal-Sag Trail. That 20% we were talking about earlier for communities like Burnham, Calumet City, Dalton, Riverdale, and Blue Island are going to receive the part of their federal match from us in order to bring in those federal dollars, that $4.8 million federal dollars. And I would like to also just say that the leadership of Blue Island has been instrumental in making this grant possible. So I'm going to say thank you, Mayor Vargas. Also, thank you to Mary Polson and Jason Berry as well. This is also important for Riverdale, who, as of yet, had not received any federal funding until we were able to put the money in. And that's very important. So I just want to touch upon the why. Why are we doing this? Why is the state DNR stepping up? Why is the state of Illinois working on these projects? This is a groundbreaking and a partnership that paves the way for healthier communities and a healthier and more thriving region. This trail will exemplify the goal of having an economy, an ecology, and a community as part of this Millennium Reserve idea that is a place and a partnership. It will provide a safe corridor to be physically active and have healthier lifestyles for the 185,000 residents who live within a 10-mile walk from this trail. Or a bike ride, that's right. I want you to be healthy. I also want to say that, Governor Pat Quinn tells me all the time, and probably some of you who have been to a few of these kinds of things have heard us say it before, but Governor Quinn's initiative, his directive to me as director of the DNR is leave no child inside. And we need to make sure that we have our kids to have accessible, safe places to go. And we want to do that for every walk of life. We want to do that for all the communities along the Southland. And we want to make sure that they're able to connect to the vistas, to nature, and to the industrial and cultural heritage of this region, the scenic areas, the wooded natural areas, the prairies, and many more. And we hope that this Cal-Sag Trail will awe and inspire and make those connections for all of our communities. So, from that, I'd like to say thank you, congratulations, and we look forward to continuing to work together.
And my husband always tells me every time I do something like this, I forget to introduce myself. I'm Debbie Stoffergan, and I'm president of the Friends of the Cal-Sag Trail. I'm going to ask Jen Hosel to come up here, and she's from the Illinois Office of Tourism.
Thanks, Debbie. Happy National Trail Day, and congratulations. I want to touch on a little bit about what Mark said about connection, because at the Illinois Office of Tourism, we seek to promote connection between communities, whether that is an artistic pathway like the murals that dot the Lincoln Highway from Chicago out to Galena, or whether that is a physical trail like this one that will ultimately connect 14 communities. We are charged at the Illinois Office of Tourism with bringing more visitors to the state of Illinois. We are enjoying record-breaking numbers, and that is because of communities like yours that get together and give us things to promote. So thank you very much. We are grateful to you. And we also know that it's not easy. It takes visionary leadership from your elected officials, from folks like Steve, who, believe you me, emails me all the time and says, Jen, why aren't you talking more about bikes? It takes folks like the Department of Natural Resources and Mark Miller who say, you know what, I'm going to come out on National Trail Day and commit $1.2 million to this project. So again, we are so grateful to you. We're grateful to all of the communities that think this big. Congratulations on behalf of Governor Quinn and the state of Illinois. We are so very proud of you today. Thank you.
Next up is Joseph Tennell from Senator Durbin's office.
Good morning, everyone. I don't think anything I say could be as interesting and as important as what Director Miller has provided today. Thank you so much, Director Miller, for that $1.4 million. It's a great match for the federal dollars that are being donated. I bring greetings this morning on behalf of Senator Durbin, who could not be with us today. However, the Senator remains a strong supporter of this trail project and many others across the state. In realizing that there was a lack of funding for the maintenance of bike and walking trails in Illinois, the Senator secured such funding for infrastructure projects like this on the grounds of promoting the safety and well-being of Illinois residents. Trails like the Cal-Sag offer many benefits, including environmentally friendly transportation, exercise, and benefits to local communities by bringing local customers closer to local businesses. To all those here today, I extend my gratitude on your effort to promote and support these trails, and a great congratulations on today being the groundbreaking of this trail. Special thanks to Steve and Trails for Illinois, the mayors of the various communities that are with us today and the ones that are absent. Thank you so much, and congratulations. Have a good day.
Next one up is David St. Pierre. He's the director of the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District.
I think, Steve, you said I have an hour to fill. Is that correct? Yeah.
Only if you sing.
Well, forget that. You might wonder, hey, why is a wastewater organization a part of this ceremony? And the district was created in 1889, and we actually dug the Cal-Sag channel. And because of that, we have a lot of land that exists along that channel. And the state had the foresight in the statute that was created back then to recognize that public land should be available for public access. And because of that, we have an opportunity to partner with all these towns that are excited about this trail. And we're excited about the trail. So Blue Island, Palos Heights, Palos Park, Lamont, and even the Forest Preserve, we've been able to lease land for the low cost of $10 to provide that land for this project. And it just seems like the time that we live in is ripe for collaboration. I've seen collaboration grow throughout our community. We were able for the first time to partner in a grant collaboration with a group called the Cal Rivers Fund. And we would encourage the application for the rest of the money in this upcoming presentation for the Cal partners. It's actually 8 partners that include private partners, foundations that have put up money, ArcelorMittal, the Wrigley Foundation. It's just a tremendous partnership of 8 people, 8 groups getting together and deciding that there needs to be dollars available for these types of projects to restore outdoor access, and we're looking forward to that too. So please apply for that going forward. And at any rate, this is a great day. I appreciate being able to be a part of it. I'm not going to sing, so I'll go ahead and end now. But thanks for having me.
Now we're going to have Chris Slattery from the Forest Preserve District of Cook County.
I'm not going to sing either, but I'll be really brief. You know, the Forest Preserve District is really proud to be a part of this construction of this first leg of the trail and then the next leg going east. So President Preckwinkle and Arnold Randall couldn't be here today, but I know that, I mean, Arnold keeps a bike in his office and he hits the trails whenever he can. And this is part of our mission to connect people to each other and with nature and to try to get them moving outdoors. And we hope that while you're doing that on this first segment of the trail, which is, I think, the biggest part of it is on Forest Preserve, connecting forest preserves, that you'll stop and see some of the flagships that we have here along the trail. So the Saginaw Environmental Learning Center is a great new resource for you to come visit, and the stone stairs at Swallow Cliff are another place that you can get to from the new Cal-Sag Trail. So next year we've invested over about $1.3 million of Forest Preserve money as a local match for this first western segment. And we're looking forward to investing over $2 million in a bridge and part of the trail that's going past Joe Louis Golf Course and connecting to the Major Taylor Trail, and then part connecting to Dalton Prairie next year. So, I mean, we're very excited to be part of this. Just on a personal note too, I think that last year my husband had a heart attack, and you know, after a week in the hospital and 2 stents, he's fine. But every Saturday and Sunday, I'm pushing him to do something. There's life besides the St. Louis Cardinals, you know, and to go outside and you know, more often than not, we've got our bikes and are hitting a trail. So I'm proud to say that I'm really a member of the Friends of the Cal-Sag Trail, and I'm really looking forward to using it and hope that more people will use it as an opportunity to get healthy and get outdoors. Thank you.
Okay, now I'd like to bring up Mayor Strauss from Palos Heights.
Thanks, Deb. I wasn't realized I was supposed to speak today, and so I got here. And as my wife says, don't worry about what you say. No one pays attention to you anyway. So it's. But I think it's fitting that this started with the Palos Pizza Group, and long before that, we had a number of bike enthusiasts in town. A couple of them obviously here and are still very active, where you had your bike and eat through town and things like that. They tried to instill the using bicycles as a way of transportation, and it just the vision they had to continue on and to bring other people in. And I'd also like to thank Mike Leonard, our Director of Recreation. Mike kind of took this thing and came to me with it, and I said, Mike, you've got all these different organizations, taxing bodies, and my principle, one of the principles I've had in the 14 years I've been in office is that the more agencies and bigger the agencies you get involved, the more it costs and longer it takes. And but just the fact to get it done in this short a period of time that we were here back in '09 and now we're breaking ground is phenomenal. So thank you, Mike, and all your whole staff and the whole committee. But other than the quality of life, what just brings to the southwest suburbs and south suburbs, as the chairman of the Economic Development Committee and Southwest Conference of Mayors, it also brings an economic engine. People come out here, they take the spurs off the trail and stop. I mean, we're fortunate in Palos Heights. We actually have a bike store less than a block away from the trail. I mean, not to mention all the restaurants and stuff we have. So that's going to mean a lot to the southwest suburbs. We need that, because all too often the rest of the Chicago metropolitan area thinks that the south and southwest suburbs are the vast wasteland of Chicagoland, and we're not. We've got everything out here as far as the forest preserves and the reclaimed property from the Metropolitan Sanitary District. So the idea is to publicize, having the Tourism Bureau here, publicize this trail, get it used, let people find out what is out here in the south and southwest suburbs, what's south of Madison Avenue, and there's quite a bit for all of you who've been out here as long as we all have. So again, thank you. The hard work is unbelievable, and good luck, and this is gonna be great. Thank you.
Now I'm going to bring up Mayor Vargas from Blue Island.
Good morning, everyone. Let me hear you. Good morning. What an honor it is to be here with you. To all the elected officials, the mayors, whoever's from Blue Island, wave your hand. We have a big contingency from Blue Island. Again, we want to thank Mary, Jason Berry, Steve, Greg Glaukow, everyone who participated in getting this dream come true, besides every other community. Kiddingly, I said Blue Island is the center of the universe. Blue Island is the center of the Cal-Sag Trail. 26 miles from Lamont to Burnham Harbor. And we're gonna use it. We have youth from Blue Island who biked here from Blue Island, myself and some elected officials biked here from Blue Island, and we will use the trail. The trail, as I said, is vital to our economic community. For the Southland, let's hear it for the Southland. In fact, the trail is going to use the Chatham Street Bridge. We're going to convert that, rehabilitate that bridge, and use it for pedestrian and bike crossing. That is a major crossing for the Cal-Sag Trail. Blue Island in the future, a few months from now, we're going to be expanding our waterfront, bringing in theater, rowing, expanding our Old Western Avenue, the restaurants, the Maple Tree Inn, El Cortez, Mario's, Jevons Hardware Store. We want you to come and visit our community, enjoy it, spend in Blue Island. We at the Southland have a lot to offer. As you know, Blue Island beat Oak Park and Evanston. And why you want to know about the Southland? Why do you want to know about our community? Not only about Blue Island, but the south of west of Madison Street. We are a vital community. We have to show the world we have a lot to offer, and yes, we do. And we will show them. Let's use the trail. enjoy the summer, the winter. It's not only for summertime, we're going to use it year-round. And again, on behalf of the residents of Blue Island, the Southland, I want to congratulate all of you from the bottom of my heart. I was here in 2009 when the dream was just a dream. Now, let's do it, and you have done it. Congratulations on behalf of Blue Island.
I want to recognize some of the dignitaries we've got in the audience today. We've got Representative Kelly Burke. We've got the following mayors, and if their staff is here, you want to wave your hands too. We've got Mayor Robert Strauss from Palos Heights. We've got Mayor Domingo Vargas from Blue Island. We've got Mayor Lawrence Jackson from Riverdale. We've got Mayor John Mahoney from Palos Park. We've got Mayor Tyrone Ward from the Village of Robbins. And my very own mayor from Oak Lawn, Mayor Sandra Burry. Oak Lawn, although they're not on the trail, I've been working very closely with Oak Lawn, and they've been great because it's not just about those on the trail, but the communities that can connect up with the trail. So I want to be able to ride my bike from Oak Lawn and get on here. And they have been great about working to do that. So that's going to happen. All right, now I've got some Park District presidents here. And if they're commissioners and staff, you want to raise your hand when I announce them. You met Bob Schneider and all the people from the Alsip Park District. Thank you again for Freedom Park for today. And I think that's everybody. All right, so now I want to thank everybody for coming. It was a great day. The speeches have ended. Yay. And now we're actually gonna come over and break ground.